Hi there, gamer family. I wasn't actually planning on recording right now, but I came downstairs to my computer, which is still down here, to do some stuff, and the dogs all decided they wanted to be down here. So instead of watching Mission Impossible, I've decided, well, I'll make the dogs happy. Let's get all the side quests here. We'll do them, and then we'll get all the remaining a lot. I think I haven't decided if I just want to get all the other side quests after that or not, because we're technically going to be doing the hunts next. But if like the hunts are by where side quests are, like that could be nice. But I know where all the hunts are. I don't really think they are, so it should be fine just to do.
I think I might have found a way to break Talor's curse.
Go on.
Well, after listening to the village elders and scouring every likely-looking tome in the library...
This is the Toyberry boss.
I learned that not all Tomberries are the same little green menaces we know and loathe. Apparently, a chosen few live to incredible ages and grow to many times the size of their counterparts. The folktales hold that it's the very eldest of these, the Tomberry kings, who weave the curses, and that their magics bind their victims to them, that they might continue to feed on their pain.
So if we slay the one that cast the curse, the feeding will cease.
But that was my thinking, yes. Though I doubt it'll be easy. These kings are not just bigger, they're stronger too. And if the tales are true, their followers will defend them to the death. It is a perilous proposition, in short. But it may also be Talor's only hope. What say you?
I'll do it. Even if killing this king doesn't break the curse, Mysidia will be a safer place for its removal.
Thank you.
So then, where will I find it?
That, alas, I do not know. It must have woven the curse at the altar in Father's Fell, but as to where it is now...
Fanet, you were the one asking about Tonberries, right? Because there's a whole bloody army of them out on the cloak.
What? But why would they stray so far? And why now?
There's only one way to find out. I'll head up the mountain and see what's going on.
Right. Thank you. And please, be careful.
I will once I actually do it. I guess I'll prioritize you because you were my first one. And there's one right around the corner.
Hey, mister, over here. Please, mister, you've got to help us. The village is in danger, and if someone doesn't do something... you should have seen it.
Stop. Take a deep breath and tell me everything. Starting with your name.
Sorry, my name's Eirik. When you went up to the Ereval with Miss Shula, I followed you.
You could have been killed.
Lady Shula told us you lot were great warriors, so I thought I'd be alright if I stayed close like. But then I lost track of you in the woods, and that's when I saw it.
Saw what?
A great, big, dripping, drooling monster. Spitting out great spouts of water it was, that were tearing up the ground and cutting down trees.
Spouts of water. I don't recall seeing anything like that in the forest.
Well, I did, and I don't ever want to see it again. You'll get rid of it, won't you?
All right. If this creature is as terrible as you claim, it could well pose a threat to the village. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, mister. It was over by the Swift one that I saw it. Maybe it's still there.
Then that's where I'll start my search. But this time, you're going to stay here. Understood?
I wouldn't go through those gates for 1,000 gil. Not with that thing out there. Good luck, though.
Wait, I thought there was only 4. There's 5? I mean, I thought there was only 3. There's 4. Now, when there is a 5th, I could say that previous sentence to be right. Man, it's so weird going back to side quests after doing the bangers last 2 videos. Other than Garuda. Garuda sucks.
My lord, might I have a moment of your time? I would beg of you a service.
Certainly. What is it?
It's a long story. But before we get to that, would I be right in thinking Lady Shula told you about the witch from the north?
Yes. She said that your ancestors found her here, and that it was she who taught them the spell to stop time. She was like Walius, you know. A dominant. The Warden of Ice.
My great-grandmother suspected as much. She cared for the poor woman when the end was near. And it was she whose duty it became to attend her grave. A duty that was passed down to me.
I see. And the service you would beg of me?
Well, until recently, the path to the grave had long been blocked by a fallen tree. But when our woodsmen finally found time to move it, we quickly realized it might have been better had they not. On trying to clear the rest of the path, you see, we discovered that a flock of bloodthirsty beasts had claimed the cliffs beyond. None of us was a match for them. But you, my lord, have proven your strength many times over. Would you drive them away for us?
Of course. I'll see the path is made safe.
Thank you, my lord. The grave is in a place called Witch Drop. To reach it, one must turn left at the Winged Wains, then follow the path around to the right, deep into the forest.
Why so far from Haven?
It was where she lived. When our ancestors first came to Mysidia, they found her there, in an old abandoned village, and it was her heartfelt wish to return there in death. So when she passed away, my great-grandmother had a stone erected for her on the cliffs overlooking the place she once called home.
How thoughtful. Well then, no time like the present. Left at the ships, then round to the right, you said.
Just so. Thank you once again, my lord. I will join you at the grave anon.
Wow, right there.
You wouldn't happen to have some time on your hands, would you, Clive? Only I was wondering if you might help me with something else.
Don't tell me. Another unruly dominant.
Not quite, but a dangerous foe nonetheless. It promises to be quite a hunt. Care to join me?
All right. Tell me about our quarry.
A fiendish, cold-blooded beast known as a Givra. Normally, we leave such animals well alone, and for good reason. But I have an even better reason to want its tongue.
Its tongue.
If you'll permit me, tributary, I can explain.
Certainly, Yamila.
It's been over a week since my sister gave birth to her first child, yet she still isn't back on her feet. We've tried everything to restore her spirits, physics and nostrums, the laying on of hands and of leeches, but all to no avail. The healers tell me there's only one hope left. A broth as potent as its ingredients are perilous to procure.
It isn't only Yamila's sister who stands to benefit from this, by the way. There's her baby to think of, and Walius, too. She'd agreed to be his wet nurse, you see.
I'd be glad to help.
Thank you. Our hunters have no shortage of skill, but this task calls for more than that. And it won't be achieved through weight of numbers either. The Givra is as wary a foe as it is a deadly one. 2 hunters might catch it unawares, but any more than that, and it would pick up our scent a league away.
Then it is decided. The 2 of you will go, while Jill and I occupy ourselves here.
Perhaps we might help prepare the broth.
be most kind of you.
Come then, Clive. The river of time flows fast, and so must we. There's a Givra that has claimed the ruins at the foot of the mountain as its hunting ground. But as I say, they are wary creatures. We'll need suitable bait to draw it out. The flesh of a forest ibex should suffice.
To the forest, then.
Alrighty, let's get down to business.
There's nothing that Givra loves.
Okay, we're gonna do the one in the south first. Because everything else is up in that area. Which I guess would make them convenient to do all together, in theory, although they're kind of all in separate paths. And, where was the... I feel like the waypoint marker wasn't necessarily the
They're almost
best.
at the gate, but they won't be coming any closer.
Oh, yeah. Man. I was gonna use Gungnir at its full power, but I might as well just do that. Boom.
That should buy Haven some time at least.
Clive, are you all right?
Fine. We've taken care of the immediate threat.
Thank the tides. I was worried I was going to lose you both. Talor, he took a sudden turn for the worse just after you left.
What? Is he?
No, he's hanging on. I fear the Tombury King may have begun the cursing ritual again. In earnest this time. And I can't imagine their being here as a coincidence. I think it might be happening on this very mountain.
If it is, it won't be for long. Get back to Talor. I'm going up.
My thanks. I shall pray for both of you.
But I just have to keep going on the path. I might as well chuck about it. Boy, am I glad I waited to talk Doctor Who, because I still don't want to talk about episode 6.
Come on then. I crave an audience with your king.
Do I have to fight them? They don't have markers on them, so I guess not. Yeah. I only use crappy website Twitter really for Doctor Who
They
people.
don't look very regal.
And oh god, do they hate episode 6. Everyone else is pretty positive on it. I'm somewhere in between. See, the Doctor Who community has this horrible thing where every episode is either the best thing ever or the worst thing ever. Like, can't an episode just be fine or mediocre? Like, I think, quite honestly, episode 6 was. I haven't rewatched it yet. Really, the only things I truly loved...
Could Fennett have been wrong?
The things I loved about the episode were all the cameos and fan servicey stuff. And reveals. The actual episode itself, I thought was mediocre.
There's dozens of them.
Oh, I have to keep hitting the button, not just hold it. That's crazy. I still think it's crazy. I didn't know you could do that with 2 abilities in the game. It would have been crazy if it was just gouge, but it was multiple. Also, ideally, this will be the last video with this icon setup because I'll be changing it up. Oh, I actually meant to do the other one, but this actually works really well. Oh, there's one that's too far back. Boom. Alrighty. Episode 4 is an... This season, I love this season. I still think it's one of the best seasons the show's had, but it's hard to deny it's kind of had some muddy messaging a lot in this. They've had muddy messaging, missed messaging a lot. this season. Episode 4 is an episode I really like, but I think it does a bad job with its overall. I don't think it's fully clear on its message. Because its message is obviously against ultra conspiracy theorists, but there's so many people that are like, it's saying to listen to authority. Its message is like you have to listen to authority, but that's not really the message because the conspiracy theory were against the authorities. Against authority. Authority also misused their power when handling the conspiracy theories, so they're both in the wrong. But some people are arguing, no. It's pro. It's neo-lib propaganda. Like, no, it really isn't.
Out here anyway. But beastmen do like dark places.
No, like, yeah, Conrad, that's not really enough. The conspiracy theorist is like, yeah, he's like really wrong. He's obviously the villain. Like, the story isn't posing Unit as this authority that can do no wrong. Kate, literally, everyone there is asking her to stop it, and she's not. She is misusing her power still. And the writers literally said, we're getting a whole spinoff essentially to deal with the consequences of Unit's actions. So they're not in the clear. Like, some people online are like, oh, yeah, no, they're fine. I mean, I never once had that issue, like missing the message of that episode. Now, Interstellar Song Contest, I don't want to talk about it until I see the finale. Genuinely, I just don't think I mean, obviously, there's a whole nother episode in between. My gut reaction is the Dark Doctor moment didn't feel deserved, and it didn't feel properly addressed afterwards. And I'm kind of confused on what that messaging of this episode is supposed to be, because it's obviously a commentary on Israel-Palestine, but I genuinely cannot tell what side the episode's on. So that's mixed messaging in my opinion. Maybe that'll become more clear on rewatch. I'm assuming it's Doctor Who, so I'm assuming it's on a certain side. And I'm assuming it's the side I want it to be on. But I literally can't. Stop fucking moving! I can't tell. It's good moment. Almost none of the big moments feel earned to me. It is definitely, as of now, my least favorite episode of the season. Episode 5, though, to go back. The story in the engine. This is the episode I was second most excited for. It was definitely written by a playwright, and that's not me calling it bad. It's just not what I expected going in. It's an episode that I like way more on rewatch, and I'm sure I will continue to like it way more on rewatch. It is a lot of exposition. And I don't say that to say like, oh, it's bad. Exposition isn't inherently bad, especially when I feel like they deliver in they don't deliver necessarily in the most boring ways ever either, because you have all the beautiful animation that they use. Obviously, I think and there's already so much show that you don't tell that you can do in a 45-minute time slot, because sometimes it is just faster to do exposition, especially when the story is literally built around the idea of exposition. So there's really not much that they could have done, I feel like, to change that. I thought it was a good episode, though. I really liked the ending. There were some weird... That's just the kind of... I thought I fudging did that. I hate this game. Fudge, now I lost my turn. Almost pretty consistently throughout the season, there's just not minor things I just have not liked in every episode for the most part. And I don't know, I think that's I don't think my nitpicks, though, are really out of good faith. So I don't think they're a big deal. I think they're of me just wanting the show to be perfect and not genuine critique of, like, the show could be better. Why are you not... Oh, actually, I guess I am hitting. I didn't think I was. Because I thought I was doing that one for some reason. So, I don't know. It's a damn good season of Doctor Who still, though. If it sticks to landing. And I am very worried about the landing. Because it definitely feels like it's going to be doing too much. Cool. Me, when instead of dodging, I just continue to try and use that, even though I'm getting absolutely bummed. Although I don't know how there I got so badly cracked. When will you frickers learn that your actions have consequences? And I love that clip. Clip's like peak internet. It's also so true. Brother in frick frack! Stop moving! I'm trying to get you staggered. Your moving is pissing me off. Oh, I did actually get hit. I thought I didn't. That's so sad. Yeah, I'll just use that. I was gonna try. I was waiting for him to attack sooner, but he didn't. There we go. Because I am now trying to build up precision dodges for when I stagger him. You're gonna actually fudging trigger this time, right? I'm gonna pay attention to yeah, it did. Oh, I didn't kill her. This should be able to do a decent amount, though. Yeah. Yeah, that's my giant-ass Doctor Who rant. Doctor Who? Doctor Who asked! And yeah, I do think I'm funny, before you ask. Is that gonna kill? That killed. I will say all the pictures that they've released of Wishworld look absolutely fudging sick. There's the last little bits of leaks I know are like all the set photo stuff of Mayday.
It's done. Which means the curse should be broken. Let's see how Talor's doing.
He should be doing good now, I think.
Clive! Is it done then?
It is. I was going to ask if there had been any change in Talor's condition, but judging by that smile on your face, I think I already know the answer.
You do? Talor! He's back!
Thank you, my lord. I can never repay you for everything you've done for me. I owe you my life.
I'm just glad the curse is lifted. There is one thing I'd like to know, though. If you don't mind my asking. What made you seek the Tombury's help in the first place?
Oh, that, well, you deserve to know. It was years ago now, back in my trading days. The Sons of Greek arrested me in Oriflamme, chained me up in a lightless cell with a great sword hung over my head, ready to fall if I didn't confess. Though they never said to what. I didn't, of course. So eventually they just let me go. And I never told a soul. Tried to forget it ever happened. But then you came along and the sight of your sword brought it all flooding back. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't hardly breathe, and I thought that if I gave my old chain to the Tomberries, maybe they could take all that pain away. All that anger. But it only made it worse.
Oriflamme has fallen. And the men who tortured you likely fell with it.
If only I'd known, I might have spared everyone a lot of trouble. I'd convinced myself that you were like them, that all outsiders were the same, but you're not. Far from it. Thank you, son. Thank you.
Clive, there's something I need to tell you. After we parted ways on the path to the cloak, I went straight back to Talor and explained to him what you were doing on his behalf. And just like that, his pain began to fade.
What do you mean? Just like that? The Tomberry King would have still been alive. I had to contend with dozens of his minions before I found him.
Then perhaps one of them warned him of your coming and he broke off his ritual. Or perhaps knowing that an outsider was fighting for him was what lifted the weight from Talor's heart. I know from experience that many illnesses are not wholly physical, but of the spirit, at least in part.
Was there ever really a curse then? Or was Talor simply suffering from the pain of his memories? And the guilt of what he'd done? For all the difference it makes. I suppose we'll never know.
Maybe not. But this much I do know. It was your strength and your selflessness that healed his heart in the end.
I'll be sure to tell my healer friend when I get home.
Alrighty. That took ages. We'll do this one first because it's right there. We'll do... Which one? Lost in the Woods? No. I want to do Last Licks first. Actually, because the other two are right next to each other, quest location-wise. Which I feel like makes them pretty good ones to do and then not return back. So this is actually what I want to do. And then I'll do those two, not return. After I do this one and return. That quest took way longer than I expected. So unless I do a really long video, I don't think we're going to get all 4 of them done, which sucks. Move out of the way.
These will do nicely.
Now we're just killing animals. My favorite pastime, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Clive looks like he eats a lot of meat. He needs a lot of meat. His muscles are too thick to not eat a lot of meat. I mean, he has. Yeah, we have seen his muscles. I'm not making things up. I'm not making things up there. We've seen his muscles, people. He needs the food. He needs food to keep it alive.
Return to the sea, and to the clouds rise again.
We have our bait then. What next?
Next, we pay a visit to the Dark Gate to pick some local weed. It'll help disguise our scent.
Wait. Is this... I thought Lost in the Woods was... Oh. No, this is... Oh, I'm a silly guy. I thought she was just talking because she lives here. No, this is actually her quest. I thought hers was Lost in the Woods for some reason.
There should be a sprig or two of local weed growing somewhere around here. Look, the golden leaves.
We're just getting this stuff to draw out that fudge fricker that she wants us to kill. I guess I'll do that and just not turn it in yet.
Is this it?
Aye, that's the stuff. Crush the leaves between your fingertips and rub them on your clothes.
If you insist. You could have warned me about the smell.
Like corruption, isn't it? We'll have an honor guard of flies before long. But it'll stop the Givra from noticing us. Its nose will tell it we're nothing but a feast for worms.
Oh, I feel so much better.
We can wash it off afterwards. If there's one good thing about the Givra choosing the ruins for its hunting ground, it's that there's plenty of fresh water nearby.
Alrighty. And over here, come on. This is gonna be the final fight, right? Oh, I guess it's 500 feet away. I thought it was closer. Also, I have no potions and stuff, so hopefully I don't need them. Because that would suck. Big time.
Where should we lay the bait?
Givras are creatures of habit. Look for some sign of its passing. It's sure to return to the same place sooner or later.
Marking its territory.
Something was. A curl, maybe.
If only I remembered where it was. That's not sarcasm. I don't remember where it was, where it is. I think it's over here, right?
Is that beast rigging? Tracks. But I assume they're too small to belong to a Givra.
You're right. They're barely big enough to belong to a Givra's breakfast.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, we're only gonna be able to do this one, finish this one, this video. That's sad. It took too long.
A fresh kill.
But not a Givra's. The wounds are too clean, too small.
Well, of course, it's gonna be the final one I check. How typical. I don't know if that's how it was coded, or if that was bad luck. But either way, dang.
These look like a predator's tracks. You can clearly make out the claws.
But not just any claws. These belong to a Givra. There's no mistaking them. We'll lay the bait here.
Let's hope our friend is hungry. Still no sign.
Patience, Clive. Hunting's not something you can rush.
Have you stalked these beasts before?
Once. Geevers are fast, so the job called for a bearer. But even with my knack, it was a close-run thing.
Not many leaders would take such risks for their people.
Says the man who battled an icon to save a boy he barely knew. It is the way of the moats of water to use what gifts we've been given for the good of all. And I gather it's your way too.
It was Sid, the man whose name I bear. He fought for his people and their future with every fiber of his being. And I'm just following in his footsteps. In many ways, you remind me of him.
Me? You're confusing daring with desperation. Quiet. Something's coming. Our guest has finally arrived.
Shall we greet him?
It'd be rude not to.
I will say, once we do actually get to doing side quests, we're going to do the ones outside the hideaway first. I just wanted to say that while I was thinking it. Until I eventually changed my mind. Because we all know it's me. My mind is as fickle as whatever the heck I want to do. Yeah, get Tsunami, get pushed into the tornado. Oh, you're not going to get pushed into it. But Tsunami Tornado combo, wombo. Boom. Boom. Oh, this is so much easier than the Tonberry frick frack. Although that definitely did less than I was hoping for. But oh well. Boom. Wow. I do kind of wish there was a Leviathan Chronolith now. Because I think it would be such a fun one. I'd pause if I hit the button there, but I guess I got skillish. Yeah, I'm not holding the Grunganier this time. I don't have the potions to be a dumb face like that. Boom, boom. He will soon. Oh, frick, that was a bing bong on me. This might stagger him? No, he has enough left. Oh, actually? That was insane. I did not expect that. Cancel animation using limit trigger, and boom. That should be it.
You're finished.
That felt good. That felt really good. And I have all the AP I'm like never going to use. Although 12,000 that can go to use laser beam again.
You weren't exaggerating when you said they were dangerous.
They're forces of nature, all right. And with this one's passing, the river of life has calmed. O roaring torrent, son of storms, may your spirit run free in the open ocean. This flesh I claim, that your gifts might rain down upon us this day, and our river flow in spate once more. Well then, let's return to the village. We must get this tongue to Yamila before it spoils.
Cool. I'm still gonna try to turn those two in back to back. We're only at 40 minutes. I'm gonna see how long this quest is. Because if it's not long, I'm gonna do it. It's literally right here. So wait, no, this way. It's right here.
Is that the hunter?
Boom.
It's you. Nasser's savior.
Are you all right? What happened?
I was tracking an ibex when a great spout of water struck me square in the back. Sent me flying all the way across the clearing.
Did you see what made it?
No. All I heard was a noise. An ear-splitting din.
Might this be the culprit? Leave him to us. You've caused enough trouble.
Has he though? What the baloney pants? Why didn't it go further? I don't trust. And I still got freaking hit by it anyways. This game! Oh yeah, also look at his HP. I've done like no damage to him. It's gonna be one of those fights. Isn't it? Okay, I guess that's actually decent damage. Yeah, and this should do. Oh yeah. No! The stupid thing, I wanted to keep using that and it switched to me. Because my Odin stuff's not even close to ready, so it's just like, I'll just do that. I don't know why my Gungnir got canceled there. Because I was definitely hitting the button. Okay, sure, damn, whatever. This guy gets staggered easily. Might as well take advantage of that. Because then because I knew that would, even with only 3, that would get him down so fast. Yeah, I guess we turn in this one. And we end the video. Which means to just have one more that we need to do, and then 2 we need to turn in. Next video.
Well, that wasn't too bad. Hardly a threat to the village, but you can't blame the boy for being scared.
You made that look a lot easier than it was.
Do you think that was the beast which attacked you?
That thing? Not a chance. Would have heard it coming a league away. And the blast of water that hit me was beyond anything an Archelon can manage.
Oh. A boy from the village sent me in search of a beast that could conjure such things, but...
That's it. That's the noise I heard. Sounded like it came from the ruins.
I'll go. You head back to Haven and see a healer.
Oh. Yeah, video be over now. Bye-bye.